So you were afraid of rejection. I think that's just a normal human thing that everyone wants to be accepted, everyone wants to be tolerated, everyone wants to be appreciated. But when you feel like you're rejected or you feel like you're not, valued in the space that you're in, it pushes you away and it pushes you to be someone that you're not. One of the things that I've learned, especially when it comes to rejection, is that it motivates me personally to go harder. It motivates the person that doesn't feel like they're enough to want to be enough. And it's not always for the other person. Sometimes it's just for the person that you are, and it's just when you get rejected or you get in this place where you don't feel like you're as appreciated, you have two options. Rather, the first option is that you're going to increase your value, or the second option is that you're going to sit there and throw a whole pity party. And you have two things to do, and whenever you start working on yourself, you start grinding, you start improving yourself, you start getting to that next level, that person or those people will always come back because now they see the value that you once had. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about people, man, especially when it comes to the dating world, is that people get out of relationships or people reject people when they don't got it all. You know what I'm saying? And they go for the person that does have it all because they see their value. And, those type of relationships, those type of friendships, those are very, I wouldn't say toxic, but you just got to be cautious of them because someone realizes the worth that you have. Someone realizes the value that you carry. And the more that you start flashing it or, you put it out there that like, look, I got stuff going for myself, the more that you're going to attract the right or the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? And that's for you to decipher who you're letting in your life. Some people might come into your life because they want to be a part of the successful train, right? They want to be around you just because you're successful, just because you're doing something that they're not. Other people want to come in because they want to take the things that you actually don't want to be, take the things that you have and want to turn it into something negative. And then you have the other group that wants to come in and they genuinely want to support you. So you got to be careful, man. Because I think when it comes to rejection and knowing or finding the ways to let people see how valuable you actually are for the person that you are, it comes to a lot of key things, man. And, it starts to it takes a mental toll on your mind because you're like, why am I not enough for this person? And that starts to play with your own value. It starts to make you have self-doubt. It starts to make you, have different things that you're like, maybe I'll never be good enough. Maybe the things that I actually want to work for, maybe the things that I actually want to accomplish, I'll never even get there. And it puts self-doubt in you. But that's because you're also giving that much power to the next person. You know what I'm saying? So be cautious of that, man. You got to be cautious of that. And you're not going to be accepted by everybody. The way that I kind of view like the dating game or, if you're on dating apps or something like that, or like even trying to approach people, like you're not always going to get a yes and here's my number or here's my social media or let's go on a date. Like you're not going to be accepted all the time. It's kind of like a job application. You put in 100 job applications, but you're only going to go with one job, right? You might go and sit down with people and, see if you guys are a good fit for each other. But at the end of the day, you're only going to go with one job. And that's how I view dating. It's like you might put out 100 applications, shoot 100 shots. And then at the end of the day, they're not always going to go through. Some people are going to reject you. Some people are going to say yes. But there's only going to be a couple people that's like, I'm actually willing to take this job seriously. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be very cautious, man. And when it comes to the shoot your shot game, Steph Curry is one of the best shooters in the world. You know what I'm saying? But he still misses shots too. Like, you just can't let rejection get to your head because rejection is going to create a persona of someone that you may not even be. I know that for myself, I've been rejected. It happens to all of us. And, I've been told, I just don't want to be seen with you, or I've been told, some pretty interesting things. And it's like, dang, like that's how you view me. You know what I'm saying? Like those things hurt. But at the end of the day, you got to like keep pushing, you got to keep moving. And it's like, how do you do that? When you feel like you aren't valued or you feel like the things that you want to go after don't want to go after you, how do you maneuver with that? And I know for myself, like, first off, you got to know who you are, you know the type of person that you are that they don't even know. Again, when it's a job application, you're going to go to an interview process because you're trying to see if you're both a good fit for each other. You're not going to go there and being like, oh yeah, I know I'm the perfect fit for this company, or you're the perfect company for me. Like, you're going there to vet yourself to say, look, I think we could bring value here to each other. But in a dating world, it's the same way. How do you walk up to someone and say, I don't even know who I am, but I still want to be with you? You got to know who you are first. And then from there, then you actually can maneuver to be like, man, maybe this person isn't all that I thought they were. They have a bad attitude problem, or maybe they're not emotionally available, or maybe they have anger management problems. Like, they don't respond well when it comes to their maturity level. So maybe this person isn't all that, even though I think they're attractive, or maybe they are really good in this certain niche or this certain whatever. Maybe they're just not the one for me, And so you just got to be cautious of that, man. You got to be cautious, because people will put themselves out there and not even know who they are, not even know the value that they carry. And it's not to be like nothing cocky, because people have a lot of value. A lot of people have unknown skills that they don't even realize until they need to use them. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I guess I do know how to do that. I never thought I actually had that in my skill set or my toolbox, And down the road, you're actually like sitting there and you start like realizing your value. But don't realize that once you get rejected. Realize that before you even shoot a shot, or before you even put yourself in that predicament. You just got to know who you are, man. And it's just interesting the way that people will be out here and they're like, I don't know, I'm scared to talk to this girl because I feel like I'll get rejected. Or what if I get on a dating app and I swipe right, but she doesn't match with me? Or what if, I go for the job application, they turn me down, they say, we found a different candidate, a better candidate? Or what if I just get rejected in general? Like, to a degree, it might be their loss. To a degree, it might be your loss. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might not be all that, but at the same time, maybe they're not either. But you don't know that because you don't know them. So you just got to keep pushing, man. And you got to use it to motivate you, man. And especially if you're a guy that's, trying to find the one for you, or trying to find a good opportunity for you to actually be a part of. Like, you just got to keep pushing, man, because not everybody's going to say yes and want to accept you. And from there, you just, you charge it to the game, man. Charge it to the game. And then you just keep moving from there. You just got to increase your value, man. And if you let yourself sit there and marinate in, man, I'll never be good enough, or why did this pretty girl want me, or why I thought this job was the perfect opportunity for me to actually level up and to be better, and it was something I was really passionate about, and it doesn't go well, and you sit there and marinate in that, it's going to create a persona of someone that you aren't. You got to remember that, man. So I say all this to say, man, I just want you guys to stay motivated, stay consistent with understanding your identity and understanding your value, as well as don't let rejection or people turning you down hinder the growth that you should already have. You know what I'm saying? And from there, you just start walking around. Okay, you got rejected. You can still stand tall and move on to the next. All right, I appreciate your time. Next. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way you have to carry yourself. So that's really all I got for you on this video. Like this video, share this video with somebody that, share this with one of your homeboys, man. That person that's scared to shoot a shot in the club. Maybe that person that's scared to get on a dating app, someone that's scared to take that risk, go for that job opportunity, go for whatever it is that you feel like you'll get turned down for. Just go for it, man. Because you never know. Maybe that person does say yes, and you're like, wow, they actually said yes to me. And then you got to move from there. That's a whole different video. But go for the risk, man. Share this with somebody that needs to hear that. Because so many people in this world are so paralyzed by the fear of rejection. And then they just stay there and they never grow. So that being said, y'all, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If y'all like the video, go ahead and like the video. And until then, I will catch you on the next one. Gone.